Chapter 13 of For Heaven's Sake, Little Talks to Little Folks by Rev. Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 13 A Boy's Letter. Long, long ago there lived in India a very wise king. His name was Caspar, King Caspar. This morning I want to tell you a story about King Caspar. It seems that when Caspar was a small boy, he and his big brother did something very wrong. Caspar's big brother owed a man $10. Of course, the man wanted his money. But Caspar's brother had no money. The man was angry, and Caspar's brother was afraid. So the big brother went to Caspar and asked Caspar what he should do. Caspar thought for a long time, and then he had an idea. Caspar and his brother decided to steal the money from their father. Yes, the brothers stole the money from their father. They paid the $10 to the angry man. Caspar and his big brother were very happy. They were happy because they had been so clever. Well, after a while, young Caspar began to worry. Something inside of Caspar kept telling him that he had done wrong. Caspar knew that he had stolen. He knew that he had been a cheat. The more little Caspar thought about what he had done, the more he worried. He was ashamed. My, how Caspar worried! Why, he couldn't eat. He couldn't sleep. Caspar promised himself that he would never steal again. Finally, Caspar suffered so much that he decided to tell his father what he had done. He wondered whether his father would forgive him. Time and time again little Caspar tried to tell his father what he had done. Then he would lose his nerve. Caspar was afraid. At last, Caspar decided to write a letter to his father. In the letter he told how he had stolen his father's money. He told his father that he had helped his brother to steal. Caspar begged to be forgiven and said that he was sorry. Then the letter was handed to the father, who was sick in bed. When the sick father read the letter, he cried bitter tears. That made Caspar feel bad. Caspar couldn't bear to see his father cry. The boy fell on his knees by the side of the bed, and tears ran down his cheeks. Yes, Caspar was really and truly sorry, and the father knew it. "Don't cry," said the poor old man. "I forgive you for everything. I forgive you because you are sorry." Young Caspar thanked his father for being so kind. His father forgave his sin because he confessed and was sorry. Confession and sorrow won for Caspar his father's forgiveness. Boys and girls, do you know that Caspar's story is your story? Every time you do wrong, you sin against God, your Father. Like Caspar, you cannot be happy in sin. But Jesus doesn't want you to be unhappy. Jesus wants you to be happy. Do you know that Jesus has made it very easy for you to ask for forgiveness? Yes, Jesus has given you the sacrament of penance. When you have done wrong, you must do just what Caspar did. You must go to confession and tell God, your Father, just what you have done. You must tell Him everything. You must tell your sins, and you must be sorry. You must promise not to sin again. When you tell your sins in confession, and God sees that you are sorry, God forgives you right away. God forgives when you confess and are sorry. Children, Jesus made the sacrament of penance for you, to help you receive forgiveness from God, your Father. Confess your sins to God. Be sorry. Then God will forgive you. End of chapter 13.